Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Vikings come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Minnesota Vikings. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
Throw here out of the gun. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. He'll drop to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Carry, it's C.J. Anderson trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Let's go. Hey. 4 down.
Here's Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, here's the run with Cook. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
On second down, Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Dagger.
A give. This is Cook. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Wait, 90.
Third and goal for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now a handoff looking right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He may try and run for this. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Handoff comes to Cook. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And Denver getting set to take the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got room to run past the 20. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Room to run past midfield. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A swing pass caught. A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's caught inside the 30. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
Back to throw now on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first. On offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. To throw on second is Simeon. And complete. Right side to tight end Rudolph. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, Simeon. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Set. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Now let's go. 3-19.
To throw is Simeon. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Simeon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. On play action, they'll throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now here's a carry heading left, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shifts past him at the 45. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throw here. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. After the interception, here's Simeon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now they try the right side here. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go!
They'll drop the throw. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Let's go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. They run it again with Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there.
Let's go.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Simeon now on second down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Vikings on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
10 yards still left on second down.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run. So now a little soul searching on 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And now run. And look out. I think he's going to go. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll look to throw here. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense. But a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Off of play action, Simeon. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Here we go now. I got 19.
Second and 10, Simeon again. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From the gun on third, Simeon. It's caught by Treadwell. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, it's Simeon. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
6 yards to go here on second down.
Let's go. All right, now look at 56. Look at 50.
Back to throw. Fighting through pressure. He's going to let it fly. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Broncos coming out now. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Black round.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Elsewhere, Ford Field. They're into the 4th quarter now. The Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign.
All right, here we go.
Now it's Simeon. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Simeon. It's complete to Diggs. A good pickup there of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On the ground, it's Cook. He's to the 10. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Second down following the incompletion. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, You are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and it's 3rd and 5. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave from the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Vikings, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall a game